Hello. It's going to be a bit of a rant this video. It's just it's got to me. It's been pretty relentless today, and I can't deal with the sleep issue at present. My body's craving sleep. It's like I'm addicted to a drug, and you're withdrawing that drug from me. Now, unless somebody tells me sleep is a drug and sleep isn't real, sleep has been a lie for our whole lives, and we don't need sleep, then I'm going to see it as not a drug, but something that my body is dependent upon to survive, that's been withdrawn from me. That's being withdrawn from me. Essentially, my sleep has still been very poor. The quality of sleep has been to a standard. I don't know what the hell is up with my voice. I want to punch myself. My voice really does piss me off sometimes when it starts going all over the shop and sounding like anything that's just not appropriate to the situation. And I'm pretty flexible most of the time, so like then it says something. It's like someone just stabbed me in the heart. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. I don't care. This is the point of the videos. This is how they've been helping. This is how I'm going to persist. I don't have anything in this world in terms of persona. I don't have anything in terms of ego, an external ego, one to maintain for anybody. So I'm going to resort to the way I was using these videos before, and this is how I intended to use them in the most practical way. And unfortunately, I look how I look and I sound how I sound. So if that offends you, please do log off. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. What do I sound like, man? That's not my voice. It's so fucking arrogant to my situation. It's unbelievable. That's the point. It's not that I sound like anybody or sound like anybody else. It's just like I'm speaking with a certain tone, a certain arrogance. A certain arrogance. And I will raise my voice to speak above that fucking arrogance. A fucking arrogance. I don't care what I sound like. If I sound like a little girl, and I've sounded like a little girl so many times on these videos and I've not complained. But what I complain about is when there's an arrogance to my voice. It's like I'm Andreas and I'm cool and I'm going to sound like this. Not like that, but to the tone of the voice coming, the sound coming out of my voice. Now I'm really being worked. My complaint is with my sleep. I'm craving sleep. I'm compartmentalizing it. I'm being patient with it for my own ability to fall back into a natural sleep rhythm that I can function with in life. Oh, my voice, man. I just want to keep punching myself in the face. That's what my voice makes me sound like. I want to just constantly self-harm because of my voice. I want to punch myself. That is the feeling my voice invokes in me. That is the feeling it invokes. There's no filter there. That's the direct translation from my voice to my senses to life. There's got to be something wrong when that happens. When that happens. When that happens. Now, I can't deal with the sleep issue anymore. It's just like you want to distract me from the fucking point. I can't fucking deal with I can't deal with it, man. I feel sick with the sleep, man. My whole life is centered around sleep at the moment. I told you I'm on the verge of being homeless, and I'm not complaining about not doing something that's in line with the practicality of sorting that out, because sleep is more fundamentally important to my life as a whole. To my life as a whole. I want to punch. I can't help the pain. I want to keep punching myself because of my voice. Please stop. I hate arrogance. How can I allow arrogance to come from my life when I've experienced my life as I've experienced it? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's like, I can't fucking take it. It's like someone's sitting in my heart and they're adding little bits onto everything I say to add the little sound effect, to add the little extra oomph. And it's in direct conflict with everything I am as a human being. And it makes me want to punch myself. Can you fuck off? I can't deal with the sleep. I'm like a drug addict for sleep. And as I said, I'm not complaining about sleep on the whole. This one, no, videos have really been around me complaining about sleep because I need to make space. I need to be focused. But the way my mental health has antagonised me today, it's a bit too far because it was double-edged. You know, I'm not going to get sleep in the morning, but I'm going to do what I have to give space around sleep so I can be focused with it. Forget the antagonisation, forget the trauma of the last year. I need to stay focused. And all day long, I've got it in the background as imposter syndrome. Or it's making me feel bad about things I shouldn't feel bad about. And there's no reason I should feel bad about them. And have any reason to feel bad about them. And that constant feeling where I have nothing to feel bad about is the very thing that's stopping me from sorting out my sleep and getting rest. I'm sorry when it comes... When it gets to me like that, where it feels like I'm craving it, like on a physical level, the sleep that I get isn't the proper sleep. I'm dreaming at the moment with sleep, and I know within that it's not healthy. I just know my body, man. For fuck's sake, if you want to be a scientist about it, log off. Stop watching me. I know. I just want to punch myself. I can't deal with it. I know my body. I know sleep. I analyze everything. I reflect on. Yeah, this is a really hard video to watch, and I'm sure it is. I reflect on everything. I know sleep, I know my body, I know health. I'm an alternative health practitioner by trade 15 years ago. I've applied... Oh, my fucking word. I just can't deal with it. My voice makes me want to hurt myself. What is going on? I'm autistic, surely. Surely there should be some consideration by whatever spiritual fucking arrogant cunt entity thinks they can fucking interfere with my voice. I'm autistic. How many fuck? There hasn't been a video like this for ages. Oh, for fuck's sake! I can't deal with it! It's causing me physical pain at the same time. And the way the physical pain interacts with my body, it's like I need to hit myself to create a response to be healing. I can't take anymore! And I know you're all aware of what's going on. And I'm suffering this. I don't self-harm, but I'm in a place where it feels like to be in a place of rest. I need to punch myself because of my voice and the pain that's causing me. And I'm in a place where I need to complain about sleep because it's causing me stress beyond... I'm fucking... Get off my shoulder! You're breaking my shoulder! I don't care how I sound. This has been pent up because I've been petrified from the medication in hospital and I've kept my mouth shut. And it's all coming out now when I'm calmer than I look. But because this has been overdue, it sounds a lot more hysterical. Because I'm being evicted because I shout. Because I have a mental health disorder. And I'm not getting the fucking help I need. I'm sorry, I don't need your medication. Your medication makes me worse. I just need a bit of help finding accommodation that is appropriate to my condition. My condition is I make noise. And I've got all these pressures from hospital. I've got these pressures from the society, from being evicted. And I'm trying to stay focused underneath it. And my focus is on sleep. And when it's being fucked with on this level, the bubble pops, I shout, I get hysterical. I can't deal with the sleep! You gotta stop it! A whole year of constant antagonism! Leave me alone with my sleep! Rewind it beyond a year, it's been the crux of my shouting. It's been the crux of my fucking mental health disorder for the past 3-4 years! Harm comes from the sleep! And I'm trying to voice it in a practical way. Try and express it in a way that is logical and sane, and that's what I'm going to do before this video ends. I'm going to express what's going on for me, how my mental health has been a little fucking child, pathetic, immoral, heartless fucking consciousness that's fucking malicious beyond anything. And I'm going to express it in a as calm a way as I can, logically. Because that's how it's going to heal myself. How I'm going to risk getting and it's affecting my brain. It's like it's stopping me saying what I want to say, and it's just been at me and at me and at me now for months, and I've held my breath to it. And I've exploded, haven't I? I've exploded, haven't I? I've exploded, haven't I? And it's stopping me from getting on with things. And a merry-go-round of suffering, complaining, suffering, running my life into the ground even more because of society. Because we're so advanced in our civilization, because we have science and ignorant philosophy that is God. And we have science now, but we're so ignorant to ourselves that somebody who just shouts and doesn't fit in with the sickness that we've created, we have to medicate him. And he's shouting that the medication is just making the symptoms that he suffers worse. But nobody will listen to him because he's not a scientist. Give me medication. Give me trillions of pounds. The whininess in my fucking voice, I just want to punch myself. I'll set up an organisation that makes money to prove whatever fucking point you want to prove. And because it's worth trillions of pounds, and because entire nations depend upon powerful corporations, big pharmaceutical corporations, they have the power to govern the world and control the world. Fucking my voice, man. I can't deal with it. It's causing me physical fucking pain at the same time because it's so fucking arrogant. Is the coronavirus anything to do with people's voices? With people's voices? Because my voice jumps about all over the fucking shop and I don't care. It's just when it's arrogant and it causes me pain, and for no reason I want to punch myself because of the arrogance. That's when it gets to me. That's when it gets to me. And when I can't breathe under it. But I'm asking all of you, is the coronavirus anything to do with your voice? And you're too pathetic to speak out in your own voice and say the truth, or write a fucking Facebook post stating the truth where you don't even have to speak. And yet you're happy to go along with people being vaccinated by big trillion-dollar pharmaceutical companies that control civilization and control it enough to demand that medication is put into people. In my circumstance, to keep them quiet or to kill them, I don't know what. I can't figure it out. I don't know what their motives are, but it's not there to heal. And at the moment, that's who's benefiting from the coronavirus. Unless you can tell me you're sitting at home and you're happy to be in lockdown because your voice is X, Y, and Z, and lockdown is somehow helping that. And it's shameful to speak in another voice or something along those lines. This is part of the psychosis, part of my spirituality that I'm receiving as reasons for this fucking coronavirus lockdown. But all I really see is that big pharmaceutical companies are the ones out of everybody that are benefiting off this. Are benefiting off this situation. And they're the ones that are fucking up my life. because they have the chance to put out medication, chemicals and all, that would heal. I know that. Chemicals aren't the problem. Chemicals aren't the problem in my head. I'm happy to take a chemical if it affects my body in the right way. My body doesn't react worse to it. My shoulder is killing me. Does that make sense? I'm not anti-chemicals. I'm not anti-drugs. I'm anti the shit that's been put out there by fucking corporations who just want to make money. How is it that this fucking vaccine's been sped out so fucking quick when it takes normally ages to come out? There's something wrong about this all. Tell me, please, for somebody who's a stupid and has got a mental health problem, if you get the coronavirus, you self-isolate for a week, 2 weeks, and it goes away, surely your body produces the fucking antibodies itself if you've had the disease. How can you catch it again? You catch a new variant, how is... It just doesn't make sense, man. Your body produces the antibodies for fucking the disease that it heals itself with. Are you telling me once we catch the coronavirus, that's it, we're not actually healed from it? We just learn to function with it. What is it? I need to know. I'm autistic. I need someone to tell me with plain English how it works. Because the shit they're putting out there is bit bollocks. I'm sorry. I'm happy to wear a fucking face mask. It helps me with my own fucking condition, and that's why I say nothing. But from everything that I understand, it's bollocks. And if there is anything that's just pure simplicity, it's the fact that the government have decided, let's max everybody out with the fucking coronavirus. We've got the highest rates in fucking Europe, when we're probably in a better condition than most people to contain the virus, but yet we have the most deaths out of everybody. So the government, from a mental perspective, have decided, let's max it out. Let everybody get it. Who's going to get it? Then we'll start putting out the propaganda. The fucking spin doctors will come in. And then all the deaths will be, oh, they're falling. It's never going to be that bad again, is it? Because we've maxed it out. And everybody thinks that we're on recovery. And it's all psychosomatic, so we heal ourselves. Because it's only a fucking common cold with a little bit of pneumonia. And I'm complaining about shit other than my sleep. My sleep is the fucking problem. My sleep is the fucking problem. The quality of sleep is disturbed. It's probably because of the medication. I have to give it to the medication. Only now in bits I can see it coming back in small amounts. I'm doing my best not to complain about sleep, so I don't get worked up by it, so I can stay focused by it. But when it gets to the point where my body is physically craving it, and it's like I'm in pain, it's like I'm in pain for not getting sleep, I get a bit worked up. And I complain because it's only this bad because of the fucking situation. The fucking council that are going to, in absolute stupidity, they're going to make me homeless now. And all likelihood is I'll struggle to get by. I might make it, who knows? Fingers crossed, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm absolutely hoping. But nothing looks that way. Given my recent past, given the circumstances I'm going into, nothing is looking the way that I'm going to make it out for any length of time and really live. I might really push it and do what I always do, survive and get by borderline squalor, which I've lived, and I might be false with that again. I might be. I don't know. But that's what I'm looking at. And given my recent past, my mental health disorder that then the council don't have the information on because they're playing dumb. They want to label me as antisocial. It's like, what the fuck are people doing? I can't deal with people when they're being so fucking heartless in the first instance. And they're speaking to me like they're aware and like they're conscious. Like they've had a life that's lived. Like they've got people they care about in this. Like they've got people they care about in this world. How can you care about anybody when this mental health patient, this person with a mental health disorder, is suffering, and I'm going to evict him? How is that possible? And you want to claim any ounce of love for anybody in your family, anybody you know? I crumble. I go a bit potty. I can't deal with that level of interaction with people, and they want to. And I'm speaking to them, and the clarity I hear in their voice is like saying, "Andreas, I'm a lot wiser than you. Andreas, I've had a lot more life experience than you. Andreas, I know about love, and this is in your best interest." I die. I'm petrified. I'm petrified that that's a fucking society. I'm traumatized by my past year. I cannot believe the treatment I've had. And I'll say it simplistically, this is what's been kept inside of me. I cannot believe the treatment I've had from the NHS. I've gone and I've told them countless of times, hundreds of times. I've screamed it. How many times, I don't know. I'm in pain. They know I have a mental health disorder. They know I struggle to communicate. Why do... I don't understand. Well, I've even tried to communicate in different ways. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The reason I've been screaming is because I've been in physical pain. I have a mental health disorder, and that's my prerogative anyway, to go that way. But I can keep it in control when my physical body's in check. The pain's got too much. My body's falling apart. I'm not getting the help from GPs and doctors for my body. I don't get it. Either the stigma isn't there. I'm not seeing the stigma because of my mental health in people. I'm seeing like some sort of conspiracy in everyday people to just leave me the fuck alone and not do a thing for me. That's what I'm seeing. In all honesty. I'm sure stigma is there for the smallest amount of times, but on the whole, I can't blame people for stigma. There's something else going on. If the government don't turn around at the end of this pandemic and say, it's been unbelievable, I can't believe what's happened once the pandemic's over. It's unbelievable. I can't believe what's gone on. All these times that we were on lockdown with the NHS and like nobody go to the NHS, we had next to no patients there. And we were running the NHS on bare bones because everybody was getting sick with the coronavirus that was working there. And the patient level, the intake was next to none. Can you all see now that it's all psychosomatic illness, mostly psychosomatic? You break your leg, still come to hospital. But on the whole, it's all psychosomatic. If it gets to the end of this fucking pandemic and that information doesn't come out, I don't know what to think. That's all I can think. But you're asking me to be superhuman and you're asking me to suffer. Just not to bother the NHS. You're asking me to physically suffer. And to hold that suffering as a mental... Put it to mind somehow. You're asking me to hold physical pain in mind because it's possible. Because it's possible. Fuck you all. That's my answer. Fuck you all. Look at my life and give me a fucking reason to do so. If my uncle was still here and he inspired me to do it, because it's possible as a human potential, I'd do it. But look at my life. Look at the reasonings that you're giving me to do it. I'm insane to go along with it. And I've got a mental health disorder, so I've got to watch why I do things. But I have reasons to be in pain. That's the thing. I have genuine reason why I'm in pain. That can't be denied. Even though it has been denied by neurologists, it can't be denied. I'm in pain, complaining about pain. Certain aspects and areas of my body that have direct correlation to a certain situation and scenario that gives credit to me being and complaining about pain. So you want me to take real pain, real life physical pain and cast it to mind, which I don't have a choice. And I learned to deal with the pain on a different level. But it's not healthy. It's not a place that I can rest. It's not a place that I can live at. And that's why I'm exploding now. And all I'm really giving a shit about, as much as I'm complaining about everything right now, is the sleep. I can't deal with my mental health coming around me with the sleep and the antagonisation I've had over the past year with sleep. There's more to it than that. And I'll save you with the detail that I would otherwise go into, and I'll probably save it for another time until I'll explode then. But it's not right. There's something fucked up beyond. It's so fucked up, man. And it kills me that in my head, you're all aware. What's the point of language? What's the point of language when you're all aware and you're all able to communicate and you don't say a thing? It then comes back to, all right, well then there's reason for that. But what's the point of life if it's all about communication, all about interacting, all about... And none of this matters. That's what you're saying. None of this matters. None of the bollocks that's coming out of my mouth matters. None of anything that's said in Parliament or by anybody really matters when you're all staying quiet. This is what's going on in my head. This is what you're all saying. And I know, no matter how much I go on at you, nothing's going to change. And now I'm beginning to see my life as all the pressures, all the stresses, all the depression, all the aloneness, all the sickness from other individuals on me, all the death and decay in my own body, and realising what's the future? I'm gonna carry on for what? To hopefully not live in squalor. And then for my spirituality to turn around and make me feel bad because I'm not living in squalor and there's people in the world that are living in squalor. And that is life, man. I can't blame spirituality there. But this is someone living from the heart. This is someone trying to live in love. This is someone trying to be whole. And I'm going to have to fuck off my heart. I'm going to have to fucking die on that level. Because fuck this. And, you know, I can't do it any other way. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to say it very bluntly because I have the ability to communicate. I'm being you all. My name is Andreas. I'm suffering. I can no longer care about others who are suffering more than me. I am compromised. I am contradictory as a result. And in essence, what I'm saying is, fuck them all. I'm better than them. Everybody who's suffering below me, fuck them all. I refuse. This is where I've lived for the past few years and I've been able to go forward. And I've been able to be aware of where I've been at. I've been aware of my contradictions. I've put myself first. Because my life within this society first is fucked and it's bollocks. And I can't do a thing, spirituality, thinking about people who are suffering more than me. Me. Look at my life and you're putting it on my shoulders. Go and give it to the fucking Queen. Go and give it to the fucking Prime Minister. What am I holding it on my shoulders for? I'm picking up a video complaining about my sleep. With 3-4 views. I'm going to affect 3-4 people. It's unpractical for me to consider them in every moment like I'm doing. I have to live my life. I have to relax. I have to get lost within the sickness. That's what it is. And that, there's no way to be conscious of it unless I let something else go. And I guess my life, society has been asking me to let go of my body. But I let go of my body, I let go of my mind too. So, you know, I've got to... I'm going to lose my mind either way. I'm just going to do it the way that comes natural to me. Provides a little bit more ease to myself. I put it on my shoulders that I felt bad about doing things, relaxing, living life, doing anything nice. Because, and then I can't. I'm too traumatized by the way I've been treated by the NHS. And this is what I've seen. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I'm truly, truly ill. The trauma of the way I've been treated by the NHS has done it. Because if I read that trauma and I try and take it on as a lesson to my life, I have to take it on things. I can't be nice to myself. I am living a sickness. There are people in the world that are suffering less than me. More than me, sorry. And the life I have here is pure luxury, the life I have. Forget. And I just keep wanting to punch myself. My ears. I'm autistic, man. Get it off my fucking ear hole. I can't do it because I have to. I have to take it on as a lesson, the way I've been treated by the NHS. I'm just too traumatised. If I don't, I fall apart. And I don't get luxuries. I don't get all the things I'd otherwise want to do anyway. So it's over. My life is over. My life is over. And I just want to keep punching myself because of my fucking whiny fucking voice. Get out of my heart, you piece of shit. How fucking dare you? So I have to take into account people in the world, whether I want to or not. But at least you got a chance to see yourselves from how I see you. From how I... God. From how I see you. It was as if you got to hear yourself of what you're saying. The way you live your life. And like yesterday, no matter how much I talk about on this video, it's not going to clear things up. So I'm going to end it here. And the pain in my fucking body is unreal.